Hey everybody, Jeppy here, and these are my favorite types of videos to make because we got brand new lore updates added in the test server. And guys, this might just be some of like the biggest lore updates we've gotten in quite a while. So as we now know, Harbor is released. Like, I'm playing Harbor right now. I can use his ability to show him. And in Cypher's office, we get this beautiful, amazing, audio file of a conversation between Astra and Harbor in one of the labs in headquarters, going over how the artifact, the artifact we see right here on the left wrist of Harbor, how it has encryptions on it that can possibly be a key to link to a lost flower city built by the Guardians, which we don't really know who the Guardians are. We know Astra is an astral guardian, but apparently the Guardians used to be, I don't know, maybe some type of like old civilization that, built a lot of these artifacts. Like, we're talking Harbor's wristband, we're talking Astra's gauntlet, her golden arm, and we're talking Yora's mask. And these Guardians seem very important to the history of, Earth, or Omega Earth as well. You guys will hear for yourself with these audio files I'll show you in a second, but it really is looking like that the next map we're going to in Valorant is going to be at the location of this lost flower city built by the Guardians. We also have a new voicemail downstairs in Brimstone's office and a new email as well, which kind of shows how maybe Realm, Captain Greaves, we don't have to worry about them much anymore, but I'll go over that in a second. Let's just go ahead and listen to audio files. If you guys already heard this, you don't want to hear it, go ahead and skip to the timestamp on the screen right now.
And this is our research wing. You and I are going to spend a lot of time here.
Hey, at least it's near the kitchen.
Now, that artifact. Let's have a look.
Right here?
Charlie, the time for traps is come and gone. No one is after your bracelets here. Trust me.
I hope not. It's such a small thing, but there's so much power in it. I don't even know how.
I do. See these engravings carved along the inside?
Yes, ma'am. I ran them against every record in the World Linguistics Archive. No matches.
Because the script is not of Earth. It is the language of the Guardians.
The Guardians? So they're real?
Yes.
And you can read it?
Only some. I'm still learning.
What do you recognize? Any Dutch stone words?
Guardian. Flower. Gift. Key.
Key? Huh. I'd love to find the lock.
Perhaps Legion already has?
What do you mean?
The knowledge left for me is vague, incomplete. But the lock, I think it's a place. Something called a nexus, a lost city built by the Guardians. I could never find it.
Because it's gone.
Gone? Please explain.
At Realm, I studied the City of Flowers. Even tracked it down with a map we pulled out of the Gulf of Combat. When I got there, well, it wasn't pretty.
Ruined?
Was. Decimated. Sabotaged. I couldn't even get close.
Sabotaged by who?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Destroyed on Alpha. What about Omega? Maybe it's still there.
Maybe. And if Omega Me activates this nexus?
That is a question for Killjoy. Why don't we pay her a visit? Bring the relic.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a question for Killjoy. Okay, so first of all, right off the bat, guys, let me just say that I love how Astra is finally, becoming a main. She's in for the past couple months now, guys, especially with how much she's been in contact with, with Brimstone about Varun Batra and all the other, stuff with the Realm and stuff. I think she's kind of taking Harbor underneath her wing, mostly because they kind of share a lot of things in common. They both have these ancient artifacts that help give them powers. Of course, we know Astra is a Radiant. She has powers of her own, but the gauntlet, the arm, the golden arm, helps her amplify them. And we got some major hints of what's going on here. So I'm gonna put up on the screen right now of what the potential lost flower city looks like. It doesn't take much to put two and two together that we get these audio files of Astra and Harbor talking about this ancient city built by the Guardians. a flower city. And then in the battle pass, we get this player card of a big flower in what looks like an ancient city. And if you guys see where I'm going with this, it looks like that since Astra and Harbor wants to find at least the Omega Earth version of this, because like Harbor just said, Alpha Earth's version of this flower city has been destroyed, sabotaged by someone. We don't know who. Could it be the next agent? I don't know, maybe, or it could be someone from Realm again. Omega's flower city most likely is intact. And I think, I'm already getting the brain or, the lore gears turning. I think what's going to happen is we're going to try to get into contact or try to make contact with this lost flower city built by the Guardians on Omega Earth. But Omega Earth's Harbor is going to find it first, and that's going to be an epic cinematic. We're going to fight, the Valorant Legion once again, but on this new map to see which harbor is going to get to the lock first and unlock it with their artifact. Plus, I really like seeing Harbor and Astra together. I think they're going to make a great duo. Now, before we get to the email and the voicemail down below in Brimstone's office, we're just going to get a quick update on what's going on over here. So it looks like that maybe this was the location of the pickup, Delhi, right? Or New Delhi. This is where Brimstone caught Harbor out of the air, which, by the way, awesomeness. And, we got any changes over here, Omega, Earth, and Pearl, Alpha symbols everywhere else. And, here's the artifact again, the wristband, and all the, the orbs that we see, on top of his wrist right there. And then we got this handsome devil plastered right up here on the shooting range or shooting board as well. Not many other changes besides that. Let's go downstairs. All right, so before we get into the voicemail, which is from Harbor to Brimstone, kind of just thanking him and talking about a bunch of stuff, let's read the email first, and it's pretty interesting. In the clear from Fade, the accounts are purged. Greaves cannot follow Varun further, and our anonymity is preserved. What Greaves does next, I cannot say. I suspect we'll see little of him for now, but silence and stillness are not the same. He conceals a trail of his own. Also, Sky recovered Varun's bike. Yes! Oh, let's go. That should buy us some goodwill. Dude, that's awesome, because literally in the breakdown video, I said RIP bike as it was falling. And, Varun definitely needs his bike. So, how much damage it sustained as it literally fell off, top of a building onto, I'm sure, the streets below. We'll still wait and see, but I'm sure he can fix it, no problem. Maybe Yoru and Brimstone can help him out fixing it up as a good bonding moment. But it does look like, as for now, Realm and Captain Greaves are kind of, maybe not on our trail anymore. And our anonymity, our anonymous status, to the public is preserved. I don't know how long it's going to last. I really do think sometime in the near future, Valorant is finally going to come out to the public, and the public is going to find out about this, learn about the alternate dimensions, Omega Earth, a rating wars timeline, all these different crazy things. How the Venice incident was a cover up, it was actually a spike detonation, which is going to be a big blow to the public's, trust of the kingdom, any government institution, and the Valorant protocol themselves, how they kept that a secret. I think it's going to happen soon. I don't know what's going to happen when it does, but something's going to go down. And let's go ahead and listen to the voicemails right now. And it's pretty interesting.
Brimstone, it's Harbor. That was some new hire orientation, huh? Is it always that dangerous to join your crew, or did I get special treatment? Jokes aside, I owe you my thanks. You put your whole team on the line to save me. That's not something I'll forget. It's hard to trust anyone after being on the run. But seeing the stunts you pull for a rescue, well, that's a start. But as for the immediate future, I'll keep watching my own back. Just until the nerves settle.
One thing we're gonna see in the next couple of videos coming out, guys, I'm gonna make a bunch of videos, not an official lore video about Harbor yet. I'm gonna make some ranking videos, like agent select screens and ultimate voice lines and stuff. And then eventually when I do make my full-on Harbor lore video, once I have access to more voice lines and if any extra lore comes out, Harbor is a really positive and influential guy. He actually does look like he's going to be a really good addition to the protocol. We haven't had an agent in a while who is as positive and outgoing and willing to bring the teammates up with them and elevate them as well. For a while, we had Chamber, self-centered, Neon kind of wants to stick by herself, and then Fade. We know what happened with Fade. So it's been a little bit before we got a beacon of light added to the protocol. So I think this is really nice. He's gonna be a little weary, he's gonna be a little weary, but he does recognize and appreciate how the Valorant Protocol risked their safety, their anonymous status as well, to help him out. Mostly because I'm thinking that they wanted the artifact more than Batra or Harbor himself. Like Astra and the Protocol, they wanted the artifact more than the person that came along with them. But hey, if you get a pretty good person along with them too, that's awesome. All right, Cypher, want to film this outro with me, bro? All right, let's do it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, notifications if you're new. Oh, Jesus. Now, Cypher with me, man. Now, with all that being said, Jeppy and Cypher out.